it's Mary. Leave my guys a like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below, y'all, because we are going to be talking about Sister Wives Tell-All Part 3 is the final installation of this season of season 17, you all, and it was quite a bit. It was quite a bit, you know. But we're going to get right into it, you all. They kind of started off with Robyn and Cody's relationship. And I basically, what I thought was very interesting is that they asked him to describe the relationship. And I feel like we touched on this before. Yeah. But he was literally at a loss for words.
He was.
He was looking back. He was like, I'm not talking about her.
He just looks like dumbfounded.
Really dumbfounded.
Like, what do I say? What do I say?
Yeah.
And then he just, I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a cop-out.
Absolutely. But I'm glad Suki, she didn't say anything. She actually was silent, and she let him sit in the silence and waited for him to respond.
Yeah.
But then they decided to play a clip of Christine talking about how Robyn is the favorite wife.
Yes.
And what was it? Robyn looked annoyed. And then there's a point where, Christine that said, why is it that I'm not treating the woman you love? And he's like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's
the woman that he loves. Let's just say it.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, wow, she really just said that. And he was like looking all shocked or whatever. And then Suki was trying to ask him, and if Christine's looking in on your relationship and she has all this jealousy and envy, he's like, stop. So it's like it gave him, he felt empowered, like, yes, you've admitted it. She is jealous, she's envious. But does that make us bad people because she's jealous?
And she's envious. No.
No, it doesn't.
It makes you bad people when you go out of your way to treat the wives unequally, to spend more time with Robyn and her children, to be disturbed when you are hanging out with Gwendolyn because she's too hyper for you when she was younger. When you go there to not engage with them, but to be on your phone. It makes you bad people when you sit down. You talk about everyone shit-talking you, right? Janelle, Mary, and Christine shit-talking you. But from your own words and Robyn's words, we're finding out that really you're the one doing all the shit-talking. Oh. Like, how does Robyn even see or know that, they're rejecting you physically? How does she know that? How does she know that when you go to their house, they're nagging you? How does she know that? And the only one that I will say, not that she's nagging you, she's keeping you accountable, which is Christine. You have not sat down with this woman to have a talk with her since season 2. Yeah, you have kept on ignoring her. She has had to kind of just table things because you begin to have an attitude with her for things that she should be able to talk to you about like a partner. When the difference is when Robyn talks to you about those same kind of things, if she has a problem with you and talks to you and sits you down, you do sit down. Why don't you give Christine that same favor? Because I feel it's because he's still wanting Robyn physically, and though she's showing all this loyalty and respect to you via her kids by telling them in front of him, he is the leader, we are going to follow his leadership, so he feels all, oh yeah, look at this now, but at the same token though, she's not really with you. We can tell that she's not interested in you physically.
Well, I feel like that's also why. Well, I feel like that's also why Cody has said that, love doesn't matter to respect does. Because he knows Robyn does not genuinely love him. Yeah. But at least she respects me.
But she's also deflecting. When he goes to Robyn, or Robyn says, they're rejecting you physically, and she herps on that when he brings that to her, really what her response should be is, I really don't want to talk about your bedroom stuff with other wives. If the wives are rejecting you, you feel they're rejecting you physically, you need to go talk to them. Yeah. I don't need you bringing that here. But you bring it to Robyn, she harps on it more. She keeps that narrative going. You know why? Because she's deflecting from what she's not doing for you. But now when it's just going to be you and her, you're going to see that she's also rejecting you. But yeah, that's when the problem is going to come.
Yeah, but I just want to quickly touch on this. about the whole thing with, I think we were talking about Robin's kids or whatever, and how he could not really stand Gwendolyn or whatever stuff.
Yeah.
Gwen even said in her own was a YouTube channel that she said that really Cody wasn't more accepting or more okay with her disability, quote unquote, until Dayton came in the picture. So really, it took Dayton coming in for him to actually get better with Gwendolyn. She said that herself.
Wow.
So I feel like even that is a bit of a red flag.
Exactly.
Because
he was willing to accept Dayton.
I feel like, I don't know too much about Asperger's or autism or whatever, but I feel like maybe Asperger's is the reverse of autism, where I think autism you have more energy, and Asperger's is more your... They present differently. Challenges, for sure.
And even an autistic child, some are hyper, some are not.
Yeah.
So all of that, presents differently. But the fact that he's willing to accept Dayton, and then you start comparing him to your other sons that you have, how your relationship is closer. But then there was Gwendolyn. You didn't even try to understand her because you're having problems. Well, her mom is trying to keep you accountable, and for that you're upset. She's no longer a yes man. For that you're upset.
Right.
You don't try to see her perspective. It's just, to suppress her. And the reason why you have that reaction to Christine is because when you're in her presence, and when you're in her family's presence, you feel less than.
Right.
So no matter what she tells you, when she's trying to keep you accountable, you get very defensive. And you feel as though it's her putting you down.
But really
whereas with Robyn, you have always felt that Robyn is less than you. She came with her hat in hand to this household. So you had something more
to Robyn, honestly.
It is, but that's how he sees her. And so no matter what she says, he's going to be fine with it.
Yeah.
But the other wives, no, not so much.
Yeah, but I think Sophie was asking him about, why can't you be, like, is it wrong that Christine wants to have that connection with you or whatever? And Cody has the nerve to say that. Well, the thing is, she needs to be a woman who's loving, who's caring, who shows me loyalty and respect and all this other bulltabata.
And seeks my favor. As though he's God. We seek God's favor, Cody, not yours.
That's that God complex crap. You see what I'm saying?
They need to repent, ask for forgiveness, apologize, and seek my favor. You're not God.
He really thinks he's God, though.
The sacrifices I've made, as though you're some sacrificial lamb. You're certainly not Jesus. Like, just go sit your ass. Just go sit down somewhere, Cody. Just go sit down somewhere. I mean, you are looking crazy. Crazier and crazier, and the more this continues to go on, you just look as though you're just hanging by a thread.
Yes, but we were talking about Cody. The reason why we think that Cody stays like always on Robyn's side is because it's a little bit of that thing that he has with his daddy, where it's like he was always vying for his affection and his approval. I feel like Robyn does just enough, but she doesn't go out of her way to make him feel like she wants him, because she really doesn't want him.
Physically, she doesn't want him, but she will show him every other way. And
but I feel like Cody is somebody who wants attention, who wants love, wants somebody who's on him. Like, I feel like that's what he actually wants.
Yes.
Like, from what I've seen, I feel like his love language could be physical touch and then attention.
Yeah.
Like, he needs that to the umpteenth.
He really needs
attention.
Even more than touch, he needs that attention.
Yeah.
Where when you're with him, you're totally focused on him. Anything he says, that's the right thing. That's what he needs. You don't correct him. You don't, tell him anything about himself or whatever. And when you do, and she does. She says she does, which I do believe she does.
Through Robyn?
I do believe she will talk to him. She does. But the thing is of how he feels with Robyn.
Yeah.
Like, and Janelle did say, Robyn acts like she's helpless around Cody. Like she can't get things done around him. Whereas Christine, she goes in like she's working and taking care of kids.
Yeah.
And she can do that. And, you know, I mean, that's just one thing about men. That's why I always tell women, don't go doing all kinds of things. It's not going to get you anywhere. A woman will look at you and admire that.
Yeah.
Your ability to do quite a bit.
Men don't really do that.
They don't. They look at that and they feel some kind of way that you're trying to rub it in their face that they are not capable.
Well, I want to get
especially if they already feel less than in your presence.
Well, then let's apply this to men who are insecure. But I feel like a man who's secure, also, I feel like if you are having to do all this stuff, I'm sure the right man will admire it, but also he's somebody who's going to want to take that burden off of you because he realizes that it's a burden and it's a lot on you.
Yeah.
So he wants to be that for you to the point where you really don't even have to do those things. Like he'll admire it, but he'll try his very best to take that off your plate.
Exactly.
But a man who is insecure will see that as a threat and like, you don't need me for shit, so I'm going to not treat you right. You know what I'm saying? Or in the warmth of mind, feel less than. Exactly. So let's just make the distinction.
Saying, like,
and he said the site. Oh my God, he said this bullshit which really pissed me off. Mm-hmm. He literally was like, because Suki asked him, "Who is Robyn the favorite wife, whatever?" And he said, "That's an unfair question because you have no idea the work she has done and the sacrifices she made." I said, "What sacrifices? She's a lazy motherfucking liar who ain't got no job and can't take care of her own damn kids. Yeah. What sacrifices have she made?"
Like, what did she come in with?
Nothing. Like, bad credits, Victoria's Secret credit card. She came in with 3 baby kids from a whole nother man. Mm-hmm. And then, what was it? She came in being a liar, a manipulator, and a snake.
I know.
Well, what sacrifices?
Had no assets.
But because he's vying for her approval, it's like he has to try to make it right in his head.
But
like she's done all this stuff.
She does the same thing to him, though. Also,
they deserve each other.
He has been rejected. This man has been. Did you see her when they played the clip?
Oh yeah, Janelle rolled her eyes so far in China.
All year you have been rejected, Cody.
So Christine leaving is just a slap in the face.
And then the next breath she talks about Christine.
So Christine leaving is also a slap in the face.
Yes.
I was like.
And one thing she said that I was like, that is what she saw. Remember when she said she came into that home, as you had said, that she had been watching this family?
Oh!
And she talks about how Christine had this relationship.
Oh, this was when they were talking about, what is it?
She saw Cody, when they were watching a movie, Christine and Cody will look at each other from across the room.
No, there was a song that they were playing and they looked at each other with tears in their eyes.
Tears in their eyes. She said they had a very sweet relationship, a very cute relationship. They have this fun banter that she says she and Cody they don't have.
This came from Christine saying that she believes that Robyn and Cody are soulmates. Because she said she did not know that there could ever be more in a marriage until she saw Robyn and Cody. Because he was everything for her and she was everything for him.
Yes.
I mean, it's very sweet, the notion.
And what it is.
But do I think they're soulmates? No.
No, I don't think so.
I hope, Christine, you're not looking at that as a beacon of love.
But I think
I think
what Christine was talking about, the thing that was missing for her, Cody, is the fact that he's a lack of accountability with her.
Well, also the fact that he's not there for her.
Not wanting to listen.
And he's not there for her. The support is not there.
The support is not there. So when she saw that was what was missing. So, but that sweetness, that cuteness, that fun banter, that lightness that Cody talks about often with Christine, that's what made Robyn jealous of Christine. Yeah. And went out of her way to say, that's the one that I have got to, go behind, stab her in the back, and get her away from Cody. Yeah. And that's what she did. And all the stuff, like she's like, the things, when Cody talks about how the wives, Janelle married Christine, has been shit-talking him, where did he get that from? Robyn. So when she and Christine were best friends, the time they were, she probably talks to Christine, gets them to say something, runs to Cody, adds her little pepper to it, and then say, I don't know why. I told her, which she will not have, to get in there and work it out, to fix herself, because this has everything to do with her. So that's what she was doing with Cody. Cody's like, yeah, that is so true. Right. So in his mind, he's feeling like, if Robyn knows this, why doesn't Christine just do that? And I know Janelle is not talking to no Robyn about Cody.
She don't like that girl. She don't like that girl.
Janelle is talking Cody. But Mary would have talked to Robyn, and Robyn stabbing her in the back and telling Cody what Mary said.
You know what?
So it was very telling what these two have been doing. So Cody has the nerve to talk about someone shit talking him. You've been the blabbermouth, like Janelle said, talking about everybody. And when Robyn came, you shit talk all the other wives to Robyn. You never shit talk her because Christine said so. He never talks about Robyn, but you talk about everybody else.
I just want to say this though. Also, I feel Robyn is a very ugly person on the inside. What she said, I thought was very shocking.
Yeah.
When she said she came into this family and she saw stretch marks and weight gain.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
And I don't know if
Are you talking about the wives being fat and unhealthy? Is that what you're talking about? And you're talking about how old was it? Because she said that, and then she tried. Yes,
I can see her telling me.
In hindsight, that they're not taking care of the relationship because they're not taking care of themselves. So how the hell are they taking care of a relationship?
Yes.
So I thought, am I the only one who was shocked by her saying that?
I can see her mention that to Cody and just be like,
there were stretch marks and weight gain in a relationship. We all saw when y'all went to the gym together. The wives talking about their weight gain. How could these women
and how Cody liked them, the weight that they were in?
Which I honestly, anyway, I'll get to that another day. But honestly, when she said that, I felt like, how dare you? Of course, you have the mother effing luxury of keeping yourself in shape. You know why? Because you came in like a motherfucking pampered princess. These women have had to
come in like that. She was poor.
She was poor, but she kept her body up, did she not? Because she had to find a good man. So, but these women have not had that luxury. You know why they're not able to have the luxury of living a soft life and taking care of themselves? And even one of our subscribers said it. Christine was looking haggard. She was looking haggard. Her confidence was in the gutter.
Oh, yes.
But they did not have the luxury of looking good. You know why? Because they were slaving away, breaking their back for this broke-ass man who didn't have shit to offer when he came to them.
Yeah.
She had to take care of 20-plus kids. Mary had to help contribute to the family fund, and then Janelle was also having to do the finances and work, while his ass
your
decided
first house in Vegas.
Yes,
the family fund.
Yes,
that they were working hard for, and you've got the nerve
to talk about stretch marks and weight gain
and how lazy they didn't work hard in the relationship.
Projection much because you're the lazy person. You can't take care of your own damn 3 kids who are also above the age of what, 5 or 8.
This is what she tells Cody.
I just thought the nerve.
She sits there with
the nerve
Cody,
for you to talk about them. And I know I'm not tripping. Somebody please say something in the comment section about this.
I'm telling you, when Cody is there, bad mouthing his wife about their bedroom stuff and says how they are rejecting him, which the only person who's rejecting you physically is Janelle.
She has already said that.
You guys say you're even uncomfortable with the whole thing and whatever. But when he says so, I can see her making the comment like, when I see them, when they complain about their stretch marks and whatever, I look at them and I'm like, you all need to get into the gym. She might even have
but she also said something like that. She sat down here and she said, I have no empathy for them with their relationships. Get your butt in there and go to work. When Gwen said that Robyn is worse in person, I believe her.
Yes.
I actually believe her.
Yes. I can see her saying, in fact, even that whole gym thing, I can see that woman going to Cody in line and saying, that's why we're going to the gym. Because he might say, is that why you decided to go to the gym? Yeah, because I was like, you guys have to work on it to make yourself beautiful for your husband, because that's what I do. Robyn I am just happy all these wives are gone. Hopefully Mary will have some kind of dignity, some last minute.
Because she sat down there and Mary was like, well, she doesn't know, she'll have to decide, but only time will tell. Mary's a lost cause. There's no praying for her. There's nothing I can say. God himself will have to come from the heavens and tell Mary to wake the fuck up.
No. God, like it says in the Quran, Allah says he will help those who help themselves. She has to help herself. You have to at least put one foot towards that help.
Can we
before
talk?
You're going to get help. You're not going to appreciate it when that help comes.
But can we talk about how Cody got so violent and inappropriate? He slaps the couch.
Oh my goodness, yes.
He starts yelling. God, that made me so mad.
Like what was
As he
all the
talks,
crazy?
as he talks about how his son, as he talks about how what if his little ones died because my son had to get his penis wet.
Oh,
He didn't say penis, but he said pencil. I really said pencil wet. What does he mean? That said that I put the two P's together.
Yeah.
I was like, oh! And he said it so crass. So also let's expose your son.
So much venom.
So also let's expose your son is
Yeah.
to let the world know they're having sex. How dare you put one of my children at risk because you have to go have sex?
Anyone can be put at risk and anybody can die. It was young and old dying from COVID.
And you know
in fact,
what's-
the older ones were dying more than the younger ones. Okay?
And let's be honest though. Who's the one who got it first in the family? Was it Robyn and the nanny that y'all knew nothing about? Wasn't it the nanny? And wasn't it Robyn who got all of y'all sick?
In the house, I know.
But you're talking about your son getting his pencil wet.
Yeah.
As he slapped the couch and then yelled at Suki.
I know.
I was shocked.
I was happy that
I
she
said-
didn't stay. I mean, she kind of.
Suki was
that,
like,
but she didn't stay in that shell for long because now I think the scales have been removed from her eyeballs, and she's like. No,
but I feel
I'm
like
gonna
it's a
have to do
scare
this.
tactic because
That's what
it
he
was a
does.
scare tactic because he realized, oh my God, Suki is not on my side.
Yes.
Let me yell at her and intimidate her,
Yes.
and I feel that's what he does.
Yes.
It's these microaggressions. But I mean,
And
as a
Robyn
host,
tried the same thing too.
I
Because
would have
when
looked
Suki
his
was
ass
not on
up
her
and down
side-
like, please try something. Because you trust me, I would not need no security. You gonna need security. How about that?
Well, we don't fight men.
We
So,
we don't condone violence on this channel.
But you know, Robyn tried that same tactic with Suki, not the violence, but the manipulation. I started to cry.
They were so sweet. They were so cute. They had what I didn't have. How are you going to compare oranges to apples?
But you
They're
have
both a fruit,
apples.
so you can actually compare them.
Just foolishness.
You know, the whole thing was just insane. I was shocked that he said, and then he said, and also he said something about his son. He said, what was it? You have no idea how I would feel if I had to continue to see that. How do you think I would be able to
I wouldn't
forgive
forgive
that
him.
man
Yeah.
if he did this to my family? You mean your son?
Yeah.
Your child that came from your loins?
Yeah.
Cressman?
Just crazy. Yeah. Crazy. He was really trippy.
Yeah, he was
He was
literally.
really trippy. I love the way Janelle just really was. She was so honest, just breaking things down.
Yeah.
You know, about Robyn, about Cody. Just
She
like-
even said Cody, he'd rather not be accountable. He'd rather not look himself in the mirror than to ever be accountable for anything.
Yeah.
And apparently he blew off their last anniversary. And I think it was right after the Christmas thing that he also did not call her for anniversary.
Yeah.
So
for Christmas either.
Yeah.
She said they had a big fight, I guess on the phone. And
Yeah.
then they didn't talk for 3 to 4 months. They didn't talk until March or April.
But what I thought was interesting was the whole thing. She said that she still believes in her faith. So she said that
she's with him for eternity.
she's with him for eternity, but she said she deeply believes in her faith, which I don't understand. But she was like, also like, but I'm at so much peace right now, so that's my issue.
Yeah.
But then it's like the religious says you work it out, it requires you to be married into this eternity thing or whatever.
But she said that I'm
but
not
the
leaving the
door-
door open and I don't want him coming through.
No, she said I'm leaving the door open because that's how it has to. Like she said it almost as if she's forced to it.
Leave the door open.
She says I have to leave it open, but I don't want him walking back in,
Yeah.
and I also don't want anybody else walking back in. So I guess she's saying she's gonna be single for the rest of her life.
I don't think so.
I feel like it's
figure it out.
it's a difficult place to be. Everybody has what they believe in, and I respect everybody's religion for sure. But I'm just gonna say this: I don't think God wants us to be unhappy. I think if we find peace in something good and we find serenity, I feel like God is happy with that as well. As long as you believe in a higher power, that's what matters. And you're trying to be a good, decent human person. That's what matters at the end of the day. It really doesn't matter what religion you're in, as long as you are a good person.
Yeah. I think that she is going to figure it. She's going to come to the conclusion that my peace, my sanity, my happiness is what God wants from me. I don't see Janelle staying single. I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
I do not.
Yeah, but it was
She
obvious.
is
Cody
way too
also.
practical for that.
Well, Cody also said that because it wasn't at the end
he
of the
said that a
reunion.
couple
He
of
says
times.
that I hope to be in a beautiful place with Janelle.
I know.
What the hell does that even mean? He didn't say shit about Mary. We were both like, damn. Doesn't even mention Mary.
That was so telling.
But he's already told her, like, so why? This is not shocking. We've seen this for 17 seasons where he does not like this woman.
Yeah. And you know, even with Christine, when he says she told her child that one of the children told him, Mom says that you found
your soulmate, and she now wants to find her soulmate.
So I wish she finds her soulmates. But you know what is so interesting? Even when Christine says that, and he knows that, he doesn't agree with it. That's why I don't think that whole thing with him and Robyn is going to work.
No, it's not going to work because she doesn't actually love this man.
And I think
he knows that.
Things about her too.
Men know when women are into them. Even Robyn chuckled at the whole soulmate thing. She's like, girl, please, I don't like this man. Like she said, I came here to get a bag. Yeah. I got my several bags. I got my 2 bags, which are my kids. I got the other bag, which is the house. I got the other bag with it, which is the legal documentation. I got about 5 different bags. Hold on, wait, and I got the house, and I got the land. I got 8 different bags, honey. Watch me do this work. Ain't got nothing to do with no love, because I ain't jumping his bones for nothing. Do you see the ramen noodles on his head? No, ma'am. So, no, I don't think she's checking for Cody. They both were stunned about the whole soulmate thing. That's why when she said, I was like, oh, that's so sweet. But that's not them. So I'm hoping you're now looking at them as a beacon or as a template for your next relationship.
No, I think that she wants to have the fun, the sweetness, and all that. But she wants someone who will work with her, who will respect her.
Yeah.
Who will be kind to her. Who will listen to her. That's what she wasn't getting from Cody.
Yeah.
That's what she wasn't going to get.
Oh,
I want to manipulate her.
Yeah.
And later on, I really wish Christine takes the time to really just watch this from the very beginning so that she can really see and come to the realization that Robyn has been the culprit. She has been lying on her. And Cody, because he feels less than, regardless what Christine does, Christine, just by the fact of her breathing, he feels less than in her presence.
Yeah.
There's nothing she can do about that. And when you have someone who is so insecure, and then you have this catalyst like Robyn, lying, and like Janelle said, placating him, you know what I'm saying, stroking his ego, letting him know everything that he's doing is right, lying on the women, the other sister wives. That's why she doesn't want to do that whole sister wife thing again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a
She's
lot
too
to lie.
lazy. Like Christine said, it's a lot of work. I don't see them doing that.
It took Robyn years to break down this family. You think she wants to take another few years to build us just to break it down again? I don't think
just
so.
to have someone else there in her spot? No.
Yeah, and she's one who will be at loss now.
Oh, yeah.
But I did want to talk about what Mary said, because they even asked Mary, do you think that Robyn's a favorite? And he says, I think he's comfortable with Robyn. And keyword, comfortable. I think that was very telling, because we said it. He does not feel comfortable with Mary, Janelle, and Christine.
He feels
because he knows that he is less than. He feels that, and he doesn't
out of his range. When he's
absolutely
out of his league.
Yeah,
he landed this.
You can't do men favors by getting somebody that was some janitor.
Don't do it.
You're a CEO.
Don't be with someone who is less than where you are.
Yes.
Maya Angelou said, unequals cannot be friends. Before I say lovers and spouses
and parents.
So just don't do it. Because especially with men, when they bat outside of their league,
you think you're doing them a favor. They know you're doing them a favor. That's why they hate you.
No matter what you do, you can
you cannot do
and tell
it.
them every day, I'm less than you. I'm less than you. You can call yourself every name in the book.
But man,
they're not going to believe you. They will know that you're placating them, and they're going to hate you for it. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, so I'm worth it. But I like the fact that Janelle was so honest and so real.
I loved it.
So she even said, you know, with him, it's like, oh, loyalty, time to kiss the ring.
I know. And even Suki started getting, yeah, girl. And you know, he wasn't even talking about earning a favor.
Yes, she's like, yes, earning a favor, and like that's what he said. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
the
mean,
word.
that's my word, but that's what he was insinuating.
Suki literally looked like she was sitting down at the table, like having coffee with her girlfriend,
yes.
and like gossiping and chit chat, and I was like,
yeah,
Suki is invested now, honey.
Yes.
I would not be surprised if by the next reunion she would have watched everything back.
I think so. I think she's gonna be like, okay, let's see. Every weekend, every evening, let me turn this on and watch an episode.
Yes.
And see what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to see her, like, really see
Part one, I was so upset with
Cody
Suki.
and Robyn for who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I was so upset with Suki the first part one.
Yeah.
But she made it through part two
Yeah.
and part three.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad anymore.
Yeah.
I thought she did a good job. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
she did decent. I will give her out of 100%. I would say 70 to 80%.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's always room for improvement, but nobody's perfect.
C. And
not even a B minus.
No, not even a B minus. She came really late to the game. Because she was about to fail. But I'll give her a C. And let's see how the next. We certainly expect the next tell-all to be better.
Yeah.
Much better. Because I see her going and really investing the time to watch these characters. Yeah.
Absolutely. But I think that was everything for this episode. But we are definitely going to maybe make a few more videos kind of breaking down some specific things or whatever.
Yes.
To give us a little bit more, because Sister Wives is over, but why not make a little bit more videos about certain things?
Yeah, absolutely.
But yes, you guys, if there is something that you guys want us to review specifically now that Sister Wives is over,
yes,
please,
absolutely. If you want to contribute to our channel in terms of
the content send us an email, put a comment down below. I literally try my best to read all of the comments as much as possible. I might not respond to all of them, but I do try my best to read as much as possible.
Yeah.
But there's like thousands of comments a day, so I try my best.
Yeah.
But yes, you guys, if you like this video, please hit that thanks button down below, you all, and give it a little extra love.
Yes.
But it's Mary.
Oh, and we wanted to thank Jamie.
Oh my God,
for
no! Yes!
Wonderful love donation of
Yes!
$50.
Oh my God, Jamie, thank you so. I actually want to do this whole special shout out at the beginning of the video.
We want to do shout out.
Yes, shout out Jamie, and we greatly appreciate you, sis, for all the love and support. We appreciate all of our subscribers for real.
Yes.
And we just want to show a little extra love to you today, girl. So thank you so much, you all. And yeah, drop a comment down below and let us know what you think, you all.
Subscribe.
Yes.